Hello friends, today we are going to learn about moment of inertia and centroid of given composite section. So first of all, for the calculation of moment of inertia, our first step is to find out center of gravity or centroid of given figure. Now let us take the reference axis at extreme left and extreme bottom as a x-axis and y-y axis. Now second step is to discrete the element into the part of some standard shapes. It means that if we assume the given section such a way that the width of this rectangular part as 16 mm as the radius is given as a 8 mm. So first part is a rectangular part. Now second part is right angle triangle having the height as a 22 and width as a 22 minus 16, it means as a 6 centimeter, and the third part which is removed from first and second so that our given figure is not disturbed. So for the calculation of CG we have to discrete the element such a way that the given figure is convert into the standard shapes having non-CG value. Now going ahead for the calculation of center of gravity, we are going to calculate the center of gravity in terms of a tabular part as part indicates that our assumption of the discrete element. So first of all, our first part is the rectangular part having 16 centimeter as a width and 22 centimeter as a depth. Now second part is right angle triangle having base value as a 6 centimeter and height as a 22 centimeter, as well as our third part is half circle having radius is equal to 8 centimeter. Now first we are going to calculate the cross sectional area of rectangular part. So A1, or we can say that the part 1 area as a 16 cross 22, which is equal to 352 in terms of centimeter square. Similarly, for second area of right angle triangle, the area is defined as the 1/2, base as a 6 centimeter and altitude as a 22, which is equal to 132 centimeter square, and the third part as a half circle which is removed from the first and second, hence A3 is equal to, for full circle the area is pi r square, so for half circle our area is pi by 2 r square, where r is equal to 8 centimeter, hence the total area is 100.48 centimeter square, which is removed from A1 and A2. Now going ahead for the calculation of xi. Now xi means distance from reference yy axis. So we have to calculate the CG distance from y axis. So for particular rectangular part our CG is exactly on half of the width, which is equal to 16 by 2. So our xi is 16 by 2, which is equal to 8 in terms of centimeter. Similarly for part 2 as a right angle triangle, our CG from the height is 1/3 of the base value, but we have to assume the reference axis at extreme left part. So the CG distance is from y axis as a 16 centimeter plus 1/3 of base value, hence it is 16 plus 1/3 of base of right angle triangle as a 6, which is equal to 18 centimeter. Now going ahead for the half circle, and the CG of the half circle is exactly on R. So our value is R, which is equal to 8 centimeter. So these are the distance of particular parts with respect to y-axis. Now going ahead for the yi, and yi is the distance from reference x-axis. So we have to calculate the CG distance from the reference axis as a x. For rectangular section, it is exactly on the half of the height. Hence, in terms of centimeter, for rectangular part, it is exactly on the half of the depth, which is equal to 11 centimeter. For right angle triangle, it is at 1/3 of the height. So 1/3 of 22, which is equal to 7.33 centimeter. And for half circle, our CG is at 4r by 3 pi from the cutting edge. So if we have to calculate the CG distance from the reference x-axis, so first we have to assume the total height as a 22, and out of 22 we have to remove 4r by 3 pi, so that our distance y3 is from our reference axis. Hence for y3 it is total height minus 4r as a 8 centimeter by 3 pi, which is equal to 18.60 centimeter. So thus we can calculate the value of xi and yi from the discrete element. Now let us go for the calculation of CG of the given section. For the centroid of given composite section, the CG distance with respect to y-axis as a x bar, and the equation for x bar is sigma AIXI divided by sigma AI, where we have to calculate algebraic summation of all the terms. It means that the part of the assumed area is removed from the actual area. It means that we have to multiply a1 with x1 plus as a algebraic summation a2 x2, and we have to remove a3 area, which is assumed part, hence minus a3 x3 divided by sigma ai, means a1 plus a2 minus a3. So let us put all the values from the tabular form. Our area of first part is 352 into x1 according to the tabular form is 8 centimeter. So 352 into 8 plus a2 is 132 and x2 is 18. Now it is minus for the half circle part, so negative. Area is 100.48 and the xi value for half circle is 8 centimeter divided by total algebraic summation of area. So 352 as a a1, 132 as a a2 minus 100.48 as a a3. Now solving this term, we have x bar is equal to 11.44 centimeter. Similarly for the y bar, it means the CG distance of the given section with respect to reference x axis, and equation is sigma ai yi by sigma ai, similar to the above equation, but instead of xi we have to take yi. Hence the equation is a1 y1 plus a2 y2 minus a3 y3 divided by a1 plus a2 minus a3. So taking all the values from the tabular form as in this term, we have y bar is equal to 7.75 centimeter. So our x bar is 11.44 centimeter while y bar is 7.75 centimeter. So from the tabular form we can calculate the value of CG with respect to reference y axis and reference x axis. Now x bar and y bar shows that our CG of the given section with respect to vertical y and horizontal x axis. So first of all, for the x bar is equal to 11.44, our CG is near about described in the dotted line, as well as for the y bar it is 7.75 is near about hence our CG distance is 11.44 centimeter as a x bar and 7.75 centimeter as a y bar. So point indicates the CG of the given section. Now let us go for the moment of inertia of given figure. So first of all, we have to calculate the moment of inertia using parallel axis theorem, where the parallel axis theorem statement is algebraic summation of each elements having the Ig plus Ah square, where Ig is equal to moment of inertia of non-section. A indicates the area of non-section and H indicates that it is the distance between assumed axis to the distance of CG or centroid of non-section. So let us calculate the value by IAB is equal to sigma Ig plus Ah square. Now first of all, for the value of A, we have all the areas in the tabular form, as well as Ig means the moment of inertia of rectangular section as we derived as BD cube by 12. For right angle triangle it is BH cube by 36, and for half circle it is 0.11 r raised to 4, and H it means the distance of assumed axis, and here we are assuming the IXX axis as a assumed axis. So we have to calculate the CG of each part from the our CG x axis. So first of all, we understand the meaning of H as we have to calculate the distance of each element from the CG of the section. So for third section it is known as H3. If we go for the second section, having the CG distance as 1/3 of height, and we have to calculate the distance as a H2. Now observing the figure, we have calculated the Y3 as from the reference x axis, as the CG distance is from the reference axis. So from figure we can easily say that the H3 distance is Y3 minus Y bar. Similarly, for H2 distance, our value is total Y bar minus Y2. So the equation for H can be written as either Y bar minus Yi or Yi minus Y bar, but the equation says that the H must be double or H square. So rather we take y bar minus yi or yi minus y bar and value is negative, then when we square the value it is converted into positive. So we can take h as a negative or positive, but the value h is y bar minus yi. Similarly, if we take the y axis as a reference axis, then the value for h is x bar minus xi. So when we going for the calculation of ixx, we are going to value as hx as a y bar minus yi, and when we go to calculate for the iyy, we are going to calculate hy as a x bar minus xi. So let us calculate the value of h first, and then we are going to use the parallel axis theorem for the given figure. As now, according to the equation, our hx square must be equal to y bar minus yi all square. So our y bar is 7.75 minus yi as a value of the tabular form and whole square. So let us calculate the value of hx1 as 7.75 minus yi as a 11 square, which is equal to 0.5625. Similarly for hx2, our value is 7.75 minus 7.33 whole square, which is equal to 0.1764. And for the third part, hx3, which is equal to 7.75 minus 18.60 square, which is equal to 117.7225 in terms of centimeter square. Similarly for hy, our value is x bar minus xi whole square, where x bar is equal to 11.44 minus xi as a tabular form value all square in terms of centimeter square. So for hy1 it is 11.44 minus 8 square, which is equal to 11.8336. Second one is hy2, which is equal to 11.44 minus 18 square, which is equal to 43.0336, and hy3, which is equal to 11.44 minus 8 whole square, which is equal to 11.8336, similar to hy1. Now we are going to calculate the moment of inertia regarding this tabular form as using parallel axis theorem. Our Ixx, which is equal to algebraic summation of ICG plus area into hx square in xx direction. So first of all, for rectangular part, it is BD cube by 12. It is 16 22 cube by 12 plus area for the first section is 352 and hx is 0.5625 as a hx square for first part. Now algebraic summation means we have to take positive and negative in the consideration. So for the second part, our right angle triangle, hence the value is bh cube by 36. So b as a 6, h as a 22 cube by 36 plus area as a 132 into hx as a 0.1764, and the third part is removed from the original section, hence it is negative. Now for the half circle, our value is 0.11 r raised to 4 and r is 8 centimeter plus area as a 100.48 into hx3 as a 117.7225. Now this wall terms is negative as we have to deduct the third half circle part from the original section. Now solving this term, we have as a 7500 centimeter raised to 4 according to the given condition. So these are the moment of inertia with respect to x-axis axis. Similarly, if we go through the y-y axis, we have Iyy is equal to Icg plus A. Instead of hx, it is hy square, and we have to calculate this as a algebraic summation of all the part. Hence, for rectangular section, it is db cube by 12, hence 22 16 cube by 12 plus wall area as a 352 of the rectangular part into for rectangle, our hy is 11.8336 plus for the second part, it is a right angle triangle, hence the value is hb cube by 36 and 22 6 cube by 36 plus area is a 132 and hy is a 43.0336, and third area is removed from the original section. Hence, for y-y axis, it is the perpendicular to the cutted part, and for this half circle having the moment of inertia with respect to x axis as a 0.11 r raised to 4, while for y axis it is pi by 8 r raised to 4, which is derived. Hence, for third part, it is pi by 8 into r raised to 4, and r is 8 centimeter plus area is a 100.48 into hy3 as a 11.8336. Now solving this term, we have yy is equal to 14,680 centimeter raised to 4, which indicates the moment of inertia with respect to y-y axis for given figure. So thus we can calculate the moment of inertia using the parallel axis theorem with respect to x-axis and y-y axis using the tabular form. Thank you.